Today, my friends, we have to discuss scoring, efficiency. So many players out there are so worried about how hard their shot is. I can kick harder, I'm stronger, all this stuff. What matters at the end of the day is how efficient you are at scoring, which is why we're here at my home, the goal. This is your home too. If you're a striker, if you're an attacking player, this is your home. And what you want to understand is that you have to make things as efficient as possible. The best way to do that is to set yourself up. Look at the great players. Look at the players that are balling right now. Belly, goal, all right? Every time that he looks to be in this position, he's looking to set himself up, all right? So if he gets a pass over here, oh my God, guys, I just witnessed one of the craziest passes I've ever seen. To make this as simple as possible, what you want to avoid as an attacking player is when you receive the pass, with your back to goal, you don't want to be standing straight up like this, all right? The less amount of space that you have between the defender and the ball, the worse you are, all right? So if I receive this pass one more time, what's something that I want to be at least doing, all right? This is already where I want to be. Why? Because now this defender has a much bigger area to get to me. Now, the other thing you want to be thinking about as an attacking player with your back to goal is, how are you going to turn? How are you going to score if you're facing this way? It's going to be very hard. So always thinking, if I get this pass in here, boom, all right? Any sort of flick. That could be turning your body this way. That could be already letting it run. But you always have to think in two touch and how am I going to turn? That's it, right? You should only have those things in your mind. Staying entirely focused upon this area of the game allows us to talk about things that normally we don't get to, all right? So if I have my back to goal here, I'm receiving a pass once again, one thing you always need to think about is, where's the goalie going to be, all right? You as an amateur, as a young player, may not have this understanding yet, but as you get up and up and up the ranks, you start to know that goalkeepers do things that are predictable based on where you are. If I'm on this side of the goal over here, I know that the goalie has to start moving this way. Everybody moves this way. The defender, all right? What does that mean? The far post is open, right? And so as an amateur player, you might not be thinking about this. As a pro player, getting a pass over here, like this, on this side, means that I know if I can turn and aim for that far post without even looking, that gives me my best chance of scoring. And that's something that you have to get in your head. Pro players have this complete and total understanding. They might miss, they might whiff, but the whole idea is there. And it all has to happen as quick as possible in two touch if you can. So enough with our back to goal. If we turn, this is also where we have to understand what to do, how to do it, and how to be as efficient as possible. That's what we want to get out of you guys today in scoring school. This is where you're at. All right, so once we're here, guys that have done tremendous things. You guys can watch guys like Mbappe. Messi does this tremendously well. It's that touch out and that hit to the side, all right? You see so many clips of Messi touching the ball out and then putting it in the back of the net. You can also see a guy who does it extremely well is Mbappe. He does this touch out a whole time, but he doesn't bend it far. What he does is instead shoot it right under the defender's legs, coming across. Because, like we said in that last point, if you understand where the goalie might be, then you can guess, all right? It's gonna give you more than 60, 70% chance. Goalies can't do something crazy and stand outside the goal. What you can do as an attacking player is expect that the goalie is gonna go and move in a predictable way. If you understand this, you will be a better player. But you've gotta watch games. You've gotta see players do this. You've gotta notice that the goalie always moves this way. Most of them move in the same predictable manners, and strikers understand this. And that is why you need to subscribe. And that is why you need to vote for me. 2024 YouTube football president. My name's Will John, and I love you. Do you love me?